Welcome to Misfit Legion team call. Well, now I want to read the comments. Um, Sunday night, guys, it is the 19th, and I was actually like literally right before I hopped on the call. I never know what day it is anymore. And I opened my planner and saw it was the 19th and got like super choked up because for you guys that don't know, my husband's deploying in 10 days, so this will be our first deployment. So I'm kind of just like super emotional about everything. So just bear with me over these next few weeks as I like try to pull myself together. I might have like breakdowns and like need you guys for moral support. So I just wanted to share with you kind of what's going on in my personal life and how this is like a transition. But even though with this new transition, as in every transition, you know, when I became a mom, when I got pregnant, all of those things, it's my business is still a priority for me. So this is kind of like my outlet, my positivity. So my goal and is to really just keep investing my time here and helping other people see success, because that's truly what makes me happy and is going to help, you know, get me through this is seeing you guys thrive. So thank you for coming to this call tonight. I'm super excited to talk to you about this topic. But first, I want to go over a few announcements. First being that I want to tell you about tomorrow's wake-up call. So there's a lot of new faces on here, and in case your coaches haven't told you, every Monday they do national wake-up calls, and it's a corporate-run call. It's a dial-in number at 11 a.m. Eastern time. And if you can't make it live because you're at work or whatever, there's always a recorded version you can catch later. So what that means is they find, you know, amazing leaders in the network, and they ask them to guest speak on these calls, and they kind of pick their brains. And it's a great opportunity for new coaches, for even seasoned coaches like I get on every week, to kind of just take some tips and information from some of those leaders. And there's always something to be learned. So it's free value essentially. So anytime you have the opportunity to do that, do it, because you don't want to miss those. You want those to be non-negotiables in your business. Okay, so tomorrow's guest speaker on the National Wake Up Call is actually my friend. So her name is Ashley Molstad. And 2 years ago, we met at a leadership event, and we ended up sitting next to each other at a table. And we were both kind of like newer coaches. It was, you know, newer into the business, about a year into the business. And we just got to chatting, and, you know, we end up becoming friends. We've seen each other on Success Club trips, and she's been a guest speaker on my call, and I've been a guest speaker on her call. And I actually just saw her, the last time I talked to her actually was this past November at Leadership. We saw each other again. And, you know, everything was going great. And guys, it was in like a week or so. I don't remember. It was very shortly after that she got home. And all of a sudden, I saw this post that she made. And within an hour of her making this post, it had gone viral. And it was a picture of Ashley standing up, straight up and down, just like taking a picture of herself. And I think it was like a bra and underwear or something. And she looked fantastic. Like her stomach was cut up and, you know, she looked really good. But she took a picture 2 seconds later sitting down. And obviously there was, you know, she was showing it, look, I'm human. I have roles. I'm not perfect. I'm this, I'm that. And she compared the two, like, this is how society wants us to look, but this is the reality, and why isn't it accepted? Like, I'm healthy. I look great. But when I sit down, I still have roles. So she really related a lot to people, and that post went viral, as it should have. Ashley's jumped to the #1 coach in the company, you guys. She's sitting in the #1 spot right now. And tomorrow's message is going to be about how important it is to get real and vulnerable on social media. Not because you might go viral, but just because of who you can attract through this process. Just by being real and being relatable. So that's just, she got super lucky, right? How often do you know people that post go viral? I'm talking, she's got picked up by huge stations, US Weekly, like all types of people have picked up this article. It's been fantastic for her. Her like page grew by couple 100,000 in like a day. It was insane. So she's jumped, and it's been amazing. But at the end of the day, I still believe that she's still humble and grateful. And I think tomorrow's message is going to be really awesome. All right. So the next thing I wanted to share before we get started on the topic is, gosh, I am so cold, is, so I'm in this training right now, and Amy Silverman, she's like top 10 coach 4 years in a row, elite coach 5 years in a row, super successful. If you guys don't follow her, you should follow her. she's amazing. But she kind of talked about this process that she calls KISS. And what that stands for is keep it stupid simple. And she said that's kind of been her motto throughout her whole coaching process, even 5 years later, is keep it stupid simple. And as she went on to talk about this, she went on to say, like, I'm not super fancy in my webinars. Like, I don't get all dressed up. Like, I don't do anything crazy on social media. I just, I put myself out there. I'm a product of the product. I live by the vital behaviors, and I meet. And that really kind of hit me, because I think a lot of times, like, in this business, like, coaches get to a certain level and they really want to professionalize themselves and they really want to do things. But in other coaches' eyes, that could be overwhelming. Well, I don't have time to make all these webinars pretty, and I don't have time to do, all this stuff. So when I was sitting down tonight and I was planning, or not tonight, this morning, when I sat down to plan for our team call tonight and what I was going to say, I knew this topic would be much better learned if it was visual. So I was actually going to sit down and, like, kind of make slides and make them all pretty. And then the keep it stupid simple came in my head. And I was like, you know what? No, I'm just going to go off the limb here. I have notes. I wrote down on a piece of paper, or I wrote down on my phone, and I just emailed to myself. So I have reference for you guys. And I just want to show you tonight, and hopefully moving forward, that, like, we can keep it stupid simple, and that you can still see success in this business, and you don't have to be super insanely perfect at everything. So love that term. Write that down. Know that you can keep it stupid simple throughout your whole entire business, your whole entire coaching career, and you can still see massive success with this. It doesn't need to be super fancy. I will say, the one thing that I am working on myself is branding. And what I mean by that, and I want to share this with you so you guys can get some ideas for yourselves, is, like, I want people to look at something and go, oh, I bet Natalie Bailey wrote that. So whether it's a specific filter that you use on a picture, or if it's a certain font that you found on WordSwag or Photofy or whatever one of those phone apps when you create a picture, try to find stuff that you can, like, continue using over and over and over again, so people start associating you, with that. I think it's kind of like that brand recognition and just the way that people market. Like, if you look at certain brands like Starbucks or Nike, or it's always the same. It always looks the same. So that would be my only advice if you're looking to, like, more professionalize yourself and just really make yourself stand out. Yeah, smiling with your mouth open. True. That's so me too. Mason makes fun of me every day because you can scroll through my newsfeed and I'm always doing this face. So it's just what it is. It's brand recognition. So people know that's my post. I think Mac even messaged me a couple days ago and she's like, hey, what's that filter you always use on your posts? Like, I like it. And I was like, oh, that means that she recognizing that post, it goes to me, right? So she's associating that with me and she was interested in that. So think of something that you can start replicating that you like to use, that's your favorite. We have a coach, Jenny, on the team. I don't think she's on the call, but she always does, like, workout videos, like those split side workout videos. And they're like, I think of Jenny because every time she posts that, it's Jenny. So think of something simple that you can do over and over and over again so people start to recognize that. Okay, that's it. I want to go into our topic now. Okay, so tonight's really all about sharing simplified how this business works, and hopefully that you guys can take something from this and apply it, or just kind of gain the knowledge from it, share it with your teams, move forward, whatever it may be. One thing I want to say is, like, I'm not here to give you every single answer or clarify every single question and make you understand, because this is a process that's going to take learning over and over and over again. Like, I remember listening to a call about cycle bonuses and Emerald Rank and Ruby Rank, and it was also overwhelming. But what that call did was it introduced me to those terms. So what I did when I didn't know what something was, like at the time I didn't know what Emerald Rank was, or I didn't know what a cycle bonus meant, I would write those terms down, and then I would take it upon myself after the call to go into the Beachbody FAQ, or to start Googling and YouTubing and figuring out things and diving more into other people giving that same presentation until I figured it out. And then I even, on top of that, would schedule a one-on-one call with my coach and be like, hey, these are the notes that I took from the call call, I'm still having trouble breaking this and this down. After I looked it up, it made a little bit more sense, but can you clarify this for me? So just know that this kind of call, I'm going to use the word, what's my word, guys? Awareness, right? It's going to bring awareness to these topics and these things that you can continue educating yourself on. Because like I said in the description of our team call topic tonight, I think it's more motivating to grow your business when you know how to grow your business. If you don't know how to grow your business, you don't know what you're missing, and you might not have that motivation to try to thrive. So tonight, I really just kind of want to break that down for you. So let's get started. Okay, so most of us, and, I'm full-time Beachbody now. I know there's some other full-time Beachbody coaches here, but most of us have started in a world, with a corporate job or, some type of career, correct? Most people here work. Cool. Okay, so most of us are used to careers where you just show up and you get a paycheck. And you don't really know how your paycheck is broken down. You just know that, you're paid salary, you're paid this much, and that's just what it is. And it doesn't matter what you're worth. It doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter if you think that you should be making as much as the next person should be making, because, you do your job better. You get what you get, and that's what it is, and that's just how the world works. Am I right? Is that what we all can relate to? You get salary, that's just what it is. Okay, so the set dollar amount you make is what you make, and that's it. You might get a raise, every once in a while. There might be an option for, a commission or a bonus depending on performance. But how Beachbody is in our business, this is a completely performance-based business. Similarly, there are jobs out there that are performance-based as well, right? So sales positions, typically it's sales jobs, pharmaceutical sales or, other sales jobs. I know my father-in-law in the other room right now, he's a State Farm agent, but just as he has a salary paying job, it's based on his performance. How many policyholders does he have, and things like that. So I would even say a waitressing job could even be performance-based, because you're going to get a lesser tip if you're not doing a good enough job. So I hope that kind of just that in itself can clear up some things for you, that this is different, but it's not as different as everybody makes it out to be. Network marketing is a performance-based earning opportunity. And I think a lot of times people think of network marketing and they immediately think, scam or pyramid scheme or whatever it may be, but that's just people talking and nobody doing the work to actually educate themselves on how to make money here. So what I'm asking you guys tonight is to kind of shake it off, open up your mind a little bit, and understand that there are other ways to earn income in your life other than just the way that is comfortable for us to earn income, which is to go work for somebody and get a job. It's completely normal for somebody to earn an income that's completely hustle, grit, and performance-based. And that's what Beachbody is. We all understand that, right? Hands raised? Okay, cool. So, like I said, network marketing, if they have a different way of earning. So it's not wrong, it's not illegal, and it's not even weird. It's just different. It's 100% performance-based, like I said. But what that means, guys, is there is no ceiling on your potential. And what that means is you can work as hard and as long and as tedious as you want, and you can continue growing your income. Whereas sometimes in a corporate job, you don't have that opportunity. I'm not dissing corporate jobs. I know there's a lot of people on the call that love their jobs, and my whole family's in corporate jobs. My husband's in the military. His salary is a set salary. But this is just another opportunity to let you guys know that this can be your baby. You can do whatever you want with this and grow as much and as strong and as long as you want with this, because that's the type of earning opportunity that comes with a performance-based business. So the sky is the limit. Know that. And if you're smart, right? If you're smart, you guys are smart because you're here. Thank you very much. You're going to do everything you can to understand the compensation plan so you can understand how to maximize it. Because why would any business person or I didn't come into this as a business person at all. I have an animal science degree. But why would anybody starting a business not want to fully understand how the business works? Right? So that's just silly. So make sure that we are really educating ourselves, which is why I thought this call was important, to know what type of business we're in, to know what type of income is possible, to know what type of goals are possible, and to really let this be a business. So in our business, guys, there's 3 main ways to earn money. The first one is the one that we're all familiar with, and that's that we make a 25% commission on everything that we personally sell. So if you sell somebody just a program, or if you sell somebody a challenge pack or the all access challenge pack or just Shakeology, you're going to make a commission off of that. 25% commission. The second way and the third way are the way that people make a lot of money in this business. The second way being cycle bonuses, which are based on the performance of your team, and quarterly bonuses, number 3, which is based on your rank. Okay, so we're going to get into those a little bit more. So cycle bonuses are typically where people get most confused, and they sometimes even question, right? The pyramid scheme comes up. They wonder how are you making money off of your team, and like, how is that working? But what I want to explain to you is that while you earn from your team, you're not actually earning actual money from your team. You're earning that actual paycheck from Beachbody. Beachbody's just looking at your organization and saying, wow, you're doing a really awesome job. You're growing a really incredible organization, and I'm going to reward you for that. So don't get confused that you're earning from your team, like the money's just like coming up from your team. It's not. The company looks at your organization. They see that you're growing an amazing foundation within your network, and they're going to compensate you for that. So that's what a cycle bonus is. That is where a majority of people make their money, and I'm going to get into that. Okay, so think of it this way. Volume equals money. Okay? And that confuses coaches because they don't understand how to accumulate volume. And I want to make that very simple for you. Each purchase that you make or that you sell has volume attached to it. So think of it this way. The more volume, the more cycle bonuses. The more sales, the more volume, the more cycle bonuses. Make sense? That's easy enough. Okay, so how does helping coaches create you success? So why do we want to grow our organizations? Why do I want to help, who's on my call? Katie's one of my personally sponsored coaches. Why do I want to help Katie become successful? Because I'm partnering with somebody who can reach more people than I can reach completely by myself. So what I get to do is I get to create this awesome tribe of women, typically, because I haven't attracted any men to my team, which is not really my vibe. So women I can work really well with, I can partner with, and we can reach 10 times more people than we could reach if I was alone. Talk about a freaking awesome mission, okay? So I'm partnering with somebody who can reach more than I can reach alone. And I'm helping somebody change their life from the inside out. So when I look at Katie, I don't look at, sorry, I'm just, you're the first person I see on my screen. I don't look at Katie and think, oh, I need Katie to be this awesome salesperson because that's going to benefit me. I look at Katie and I say, wow, she's this person that has these huge goals in her life, physically, financially, emotionally. And if I can help her become the most successful that she can be in her organization, she's going to duplicate that behavior to so many other people. And in turn, it naturally creates your business, because if Katie is in your organization or your coach is in your organization, creating sales, helping other people create sales, all based upon them having true life change. Because let's face it, and I'm going to get into this. I know I'm already jumping the gun because I get really heated about this, but this business is not about filling gaps. And I'm going to go back to that in a little bit. But it's not about, let me hurry up and plug and chug, hurry up and find some coaches and try to force them to be successful. Because you're organization is going to crash that way. But if you connect to people, like I've connected to Katie, like I've connected to Mackenzie, like I've connected to Kylie, like I've connected to, all of my coaches, I was just naming a few on the call, and I can really help them find the purpose here that they strive for, whether it's to get back in shape, to lose weight, a financial opportunity, to just really feel like they have purpose in their life. And they really find a way to stay here because they're emotionally invested. That's what creates a super strong business. That's what creates volume in your organization, because you're not the only one who can create the volume. It's every single person in your organization helps create volume. And what does volume equal? Volume equals income. Volume is cycle bonuses that is paid to you by Beachbody every single week. Okay, so so it starts small. And I'm going to kind of get into this, kind of repeating myself. This is why people don't last, because they don't see the big picture of this opportunity. I had a coach today who messaged, who kind of wrote this little blurb on our team page. I have like a private team page for my personally sponsored coaches, and she wrote that this girl had quit and the girl sent her a message saying, "Hey, I just wanted to let you know that I quit and that I deleted you on Facebook. It's nothing personal, but I just wasn't seeing success fast enough." She meant financially. I wasn't seeing success fast enough with Beachbody, so I decided to join It Works, and I figured that you wouldn't want to see my It Works posts. So my coach was like super bummed because this girl's only been a coach for 4 weeks. And guess what? In that 4 weeks, she was already down like 16 pounds, you guys. And she was so bummed because she wasn't rich yet. And like the people come in and with that instant gratification mindset, right? They come in and they don't have the patience to go through the roller coaster ride of Beachbody coaching. Beachbody coaching is 100% about you first. And if you come in here trying to be this awesome salesperson because you like our business model, because you see other people getting rich off of Beachbody coaching and it sounds like a dream, you're going to fizzle out. Because the only way to see true success is to come in here, be excited about your journey, stay grateful every single day, find the results you're looking for, whether it's, to gain muscle or to lose weight or to find purpose in your life again or to feel good about yourself. Like you have to truly find that reason that's going to like propel you forward and like change your life. And then you have to do that for other people. And guess what? That's not an easy process. Like I can tell you, I've been a coach for 3 years and I'm still working on me. But in the process, I have grown and I've been able to bring other coaches in this network and help them grow and go on a journey as well. It has created this whole team of people that are just changing their lives. That is why you have to see big picture in this. You might be 6 to 8, it could take you a year to find 2 rockstar coaches for your organization. And then it might take another year to help those coaches change their life, because we understand how hard it is to come into this and just be like, yeah, I'm ready, right? Because change isn't comfortable. Growing and stepping outside of your comfort zone isn't comfortable. And that's why it's a process that if you're patient can reward you beyond belief. So I said, side note, you'll notice the coaches who are truly changed by this are the ones seeing success, because they are the ones that are passionate and believe what this has done for them. It's a process to help somebody believe in themselves and trust their own process that they are on. So if you see there's people on this team or people in the network that you emulate, that you like want to emulate and that you look up to because they're successful, know this: they truly changed their life through this process. You are not going to find a coach that is so successful because they didn't work on themselves, they don't drink Shakeology, and they're not a product of Beachbody programs. You won't find a successful coach because that's not how this works. This works saying, hey, I'm here for the right reasons. I'm here because I really want to help myself in whatever way. And I'm willing to share that and in hopes of creating a business from it. And then you help somebody else do the same thing. So here's what I want to say. I'm not sure if you guys know how much earning potential is in this business, but I've been mentored by a lot of people that make a lot of money. One mentor, and I'm just, I'm going to throw numbers out there, and I have to throw the disclaimer out there that Beachbody does not guarantee any level of success. But one of my main mentors is making over $10,000 a week as a Beachbody coach, and she's only been in the business for 4.5 years. Okay, and I want to share with you guys that you're not going to get rich from get rich money-wise, not get rich life-wise. You're not going to get rich money-wise by being awesome at commission sales, right? We would burn out. You can't sell a gajillion challenge packs every month. You can't help 700 people every month to try to make that type of money. That money comes from her organization, the team that she's grown, because she's invested so much into her customers who have turned into coaches, who have helped other people, and who have become rock star organizations. And because of that, her cycle bonuses have grown so much because, like I said, there is no cap on what you can do here. So the more people that you can impact in your organization, the more lives you can change. And I want you guys to understand something. Maybe you're new to this call and you're like, well, I don't even know anybody. I don't even know if I could help anybody. Guys, I felt the exact same way. I was the person that deleted everybody on Facebook because I had, been out of college and high school for however long. And I didn't talk to anybody, and nobody needed to see my business, right? So I was trying to be all private, and, I didn't have a lot of people on social media. But what you have to understand is that this is such an inspiring process. And as scared as you are to put yourself out there and share that you're working on yourself to become better, hey, you're going to get criticism for it, but you're going to find so many people along the way that you never even knew you could reach or impact come into your life for a reason. I promise you. Okay, so do we have any questions so far before I move on? Am I making sense? Okay. Cool. So how does rank come into all of this? Because, rank being you rank to emerald, you rank to ruby, most people skip ruby, they go emerald straight to diamond, and then you get into the star diamond ranks. So how does rank come into this? It comes into this because category 2, the cycle bonus category, and category 3, the quarterly bonus category, that's where you make most of your money in the organization, like we just discussed. You can't even be eligible for cycle bonuses or quarterly bonuses unless you're growing in rank. So if you guys want the cycle bonus door to open, you better hurry up and become an emerald. But I don't mean hurry up and put random people in your organization. I mean, hi, Boston. I mean, hurry up and, know how you're going to work your business. Hurry up and know what you're working for. Maybe hurry up and invest in people that you can help, right? Work your butt off to hit Success Club so you can have 3 lives that you can help seriously change their life that first month in their challenge group. And then maybe they'll want to convert over for the discount because they want to save money as they continue on this journey. And guess what? You have 2 coaches in your organization who are signed up as either working the business or just as discounted customers. You're an emerald. So you've now opened the doors to being able to start earning an extra earning opportunity, the cycle bonuses. So how do you achieve the number 3 category, which is the quarterly bonuses? It's a really awesome thing that the company does. They take a percentage of their earnings and they split it between 2-star diamonds, 5-star diamonds, 10-star diamonds, and 15-star diamonds. So a percentage of their earnings, they'll give a percentage to the 2 stars, 3 stars, 4 stars. A percentage of their earnings they'll give to the 5 stars through 9 stars. And a percentage of their earnings they'll give to the 10 stars to 14 stars. And then a percentage of their earnings they'll give to the 15 stars. The quarterly bonuses are not small. If you're a 2-star diamond coach, on average, they're making between $800 to $1,000 every quarter. That's a $4,000 raise a year. I don't know anybody that gets a $4,000 raise in a year. Okay, if you're a 5-star diamond coach or above, you're making at least $4,000 extra a quarter. That's $16,000 raise in a year. If you're a 10-star to a 14-star diamond coach, you're making $25,000 a quarter. So bonuses are not something to like kind of look over. They're not something to kind of push for, because believe it or not, and that's where strategy comes in this business, is that later on down the road, when you get to that level, when you get to the star diamond ranks, you can actually sometimes earn more money in cycle bonuses over time than would be worth those quarterly bonuses. So what I mean by that is, say that you're in a situation where you have created awesome teammates, right? You've helped create great leaders on your team, and your volume is like rocking on each leg of your organization, and all of a sudden, you have to make a choice. Do I want to continue placing for rank? Because in order to rank advance, you kind of have to keep placing, a coach on this leg, 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 to kind of keep it even, to keep rank advancing. Because if you're heavy with successful coaches on one side and you have none on the other, you can't be a 5-star diamond with 5-star coaches on one leg. You have to be a 5-star diamond with at least 2 and 3. So it always has to be even. But there might come a time in your organization where you're like, okay, well, in order for me to rank advance to 5-star, I have to find another coach, and I have to put another coach on this leg. But that leg, guys, could end up being your strong leg, meaning it could end up being the leg that produces so much more volume. So by placing another coach on that leg to even continue to produce volume on that leg, it's not even able to catch up at all to that weak leg. So you're not maximizing on your volume and your cash out, because you have so much more volume on one leg. So sometimes people say, you know what? I'm not going to rank advance right now. I'm going to work for income. I'm going to work to balance out my volume. And I'm just going to place this coach over here for now. And that's a choice that's going to happen to you. I promise it will later on down the road. But here's what you need to focus on right now. And this is exactly what I focused on when I started my business. Focus on, number one, yourself. And when I'm talking to you guys about focusing on business goals, and I'm just giving you like that roadmap, I don't mean get off this call and go call Susie, Greg, and Sally and be like, you need to sign up. Like, I need to get to Diamond. I need to do this. You want to do it the right way. And I know that you guys will take that message that way. I know you guys will do it the right way. But your goal, your strategy is that you can't think about anything. You can't think about, maximizing your volume or anything like that until you get to the diamond rank. So all you can focus on right now, and trust me when I say this, all you need to focus on right now is making sure that you understand how to get to emerald. And then as soon as you get to emerald, you need to learn how to get to double emerald. So what you want to do in your organization is you want to keep switching left leg to right leg, to left leg to right leg, to left leg to right leg. And you want to stay even in your organization. And say that you have a coach, an active coach that ends up coming on your left side of your organization. Then the next active coach you want to place on the right side of your organization, because you need active coaches who are emeralds or above on each side of your organization to advance to diamond. Once you get there, and once you are a strong diamond, and what I mean by strong diamond is that you've created, women or men or whoever on your team that are solid. They're rock solid because they have literally been so transformed by this business that they're lifers. They're not going anywhere. They love this so much, they're never quitting. And that's the type of people that you want on your team, which is why it's so important to invest in them now and help them really figure this out and how this can work in their life. Once you find those 2 strong coaches and you are a super strong diamond, then you can start focusing on placing heavily on one leg, placing heavily on another leg to really maximize an earning potential. But the reason, and I want you guys to know why diamond is so important, because a cycle bonus pays out in 3 amounts. The first amount being $14, the second amount being $16, and the third amount being $18. Guess who gets paid the $18 per cycle? diamond coaches and above. So for you to try to be maximizing your cycles by just hanging out at Emerald, that's not the smartest business move in my book. The smartest business move in my book is to elevate yourself and get yourself to the highest cycle bonus opportunity that you can, which is at least diamond coach. Find a way to stabilize your business at least a diamond coach, and then you will start making more money, growing your organization more, gaining more recognition from the company, really getting your momentum. So that's like a huge reason why you want to be a diamond coach. The second huge reason why you want to be a diamond coach is because it's proof that you know how to help somebody help somebody. And if you guys have caught anything from this call, that's what this business is about. It's you learning how to help somebody and then teaching them how to help somebody. Duplication is the key to success here. It's you investing 100% in you, finding your purpose here, or as we like to call it, your why. That driving force is just like, why are you a lifer, right? Why are you here? And then creating another lifer and then helping them create another lifer. That's what creates strength. Diamond coaches, guys, it opens up doors for even more earning potential, more than cycle bonus, more than those quarterly bonus that the 2-star, 5-star, 10-star, 15 stars get. It opens up an earning potential called matching bonus. And what that means is you earn from the company a 10% earnings off of your coach's cycle bonuses. So let's say, Katie's the first one on my screen. Let's say Katie has created a super successful business, and she has created volume in her organization that she has now created residual income to where she's making $1,000 a week just in cycle bonuses alone, not in her commission sales, not in anything else, just in cycle bonuses alone. Because Katie is my coach and because I'm a diamond coach and above, the company will grant me, they're not taking away from Katie, they're just giving me extra. They're giving me 10% of what Katie had earned. They're not taking it from Katie, so I would earn, $100 just because my coach is being successful in her own organization. So think about it this way. If you have coaches on your team who are super successful, who are making $300 a week in cycle bonuses, you're making an extra $30 a week just on that one coach. Thanks, you've helped that coach be successful. Beachbody's giving you that extra incentive for that. And then last but not least, guys, is that personal growth is why I think Diamond Coach is really important. Because as I said earlier, I believe that I am 100% believe that your business is a direct reflection of yourself. So I think if there's people obviously we're going to come into this business, right? It's going to take us a few months to get in the swing of things. We're going to rank advanced to Emerald. It's going to take us a few months to get in the swing of things there. But if you're a couple years, a year into this business and you're just really not figuring it out, you're just really not advancing your business, you're feeling defeated more times than not, then the reason being is because you're not allowing yourself to grow. You're not showing up for yourself every day. You're not doing the vital behaviors every day. You're not, doing what it takes to actually be, a business owner and a success in your own life. So when I see coaches become diamond coaches, what that shows me is man, that person is really figuring it out. They're totally transforming their life. Okay, I'm looking at Allison right now, and I know that she's going to end up being a diamond coach within the next couple months, and it's not going to surprise me at all because her transformation mentally, physically has been unbelievable. So it's going to be no surprise when Allison pops diamond because her business is matching her life, her mindset, the way that she feels. And that's exactly what this is. And the more that you allow yourself to grow, which is why I'm guys, be a student to personal development forever. Because the more that you allow yourself to grow, the more your business is going to grow. The more fruitful it's going to become. So as you see coaches rank advanced to diamond, don't look at them and be man, I wish I could do that. Or man, be damn, that person has worked really hard on themselves. because they're really starting to figure stuff out. They're really making true change in their life, which is why they're able to help other people, because their cup is so full that they're able to empower others, and that's why they've advanced their businesses. That's what we all want for each other, for ourselves, for the people that we're able to impact. So when you think Diamond Coach, think that. And then lastly, I just wanted to come back one more time because I think this is so important to end the call with, and I'm going to be a broken record with this. If you took anything away from this call, I hope it's that this takes you to figure yourself out, to show up every day, to read personal development, to post on social media, to do your workout, to drink your shake, to never forget about yourself. It's not about being perfect. We all go on a journey. I'm literally drinking wine. I'm a health and fitness coach. I'm a human being drinking wine. Okay, so what I'm saying is, like, it's okay to be normal people, right? But we can still work on becoming better. We can still have those months where we really want to dial it in. We can still have those months where we just have a lot of stress. Guys, I have a lot of stress right now. I'm sure a lot of you, there's certain things in your life where you just have a lot of stress right now. And sometimes life gets the best of us. But what you can take from that is that you cannot fill this business, fill the gaps. It doesn't work that way. So reality check with yourself. When you are in those times, when you are struggling and things just are really, really hard, and maybe you've taken like a few steps back from your business because it's just a little bit overwhelming at the moment, have that reality check with yourself and be like, listen, my business isn't growing because I haven't been working on myself as much as I should. So use that as an opportunity to be like, all right, instead of getting upset, saying this isn't working, I'm going to put the wine down. I'm going to get my shit together. I'm going to get up and work out every day. I'm going to complete 100% on my meal plan and my nutrition plan, not because I want to lose more weight, but because that is such a freaking mental challenge. And I know if I can overcome that I can do anything. And I know if I can share that on social media, that it won't be a matter of filling gaps in my business, but it'll be a matter of me finding myself again, which is going to project in my message. And those gaps will be filled naturally by people that truly want change because they're seeing and feeling how serious I am about helping them feel and see what I'm feeling and seeing all over again. Amen. Bless. Yes. Okay. I'm done. This was like really long and I'm sorry. Do you guys have anything to add? Yes, Chelsea, you have to be a diamond for matching bonuses. Perfect. And know this, let me share one more thing. And this might be confusing because I didn't really get into I just got into the idea of cycle bonuses. But that you have two sides in your organization. And typically one leg will be stronger than another leg. So sometimes people are like, well, I have so much more volume on one side and another, and then every week it goes back down to zero again. Like, where's all that extra going? Like, am I losing it? You're not losing it. It's called carryover volume. And what carryover volume is it's like a bank. So every time that your weak leg starts accumulating volume, even if it maxed out that week, like say your strong leg has like 400 on it. So say that, your legs are pretty even or say that your weak leg then has 800 on it, but you've maxed out your strong leg, it's going to tap into that bank, that carryover volume, and it's going to keep kind of funneling that in there and giving you that money back. So carryover volume essentially is super important. And you guys, if you don't want to learn more, remember what I said, write it down, Google, talk about carryover volume. YouTube is like my favorite thing in the whole world. You can find so many coaches talking about the exact same things. But here's what happens with carryover volume. Sometimes coaches have like a super strong leg and they carry over and they carry over and they carry over and it's just sitting there. It's just sitting in their bank and they're looking at it like, man, if I could just build my weak leg up to maximize that, to kind of cancel it all out so I'm making as much as I possibly could, my business would be skyrocketing right now, like income-wise. So a lot of coaches, like, they really focus once they get to diamond, like I said, they really focus on just focus on that weak leg. They want to focus on that weak leg and keep growing that weak leg because they know they have all that carryover volume on their strong leg to create that income. But here's what happens. If you lose your rank, if you drop below an emerald, that carryover volume disappears. It goes away and you are back to zero. That's why you want to set a goal to never lose your rank. Ever. And it's so possible not to. Because think about it. If you are an emerald coach, that means you've signed somebody up on the left leg, whether they just want the discount or they're working the business, and you've signed somebody up on the right leg. The only way that you would lose your emerald rank is if one of them went inactive. But we know that they're going to be at least active for 30 days, which means we know that every 30 days, we're going to at least help 3 people because that's Success Club, and we all strive for Success Club. And we know that if we keep adding people to our organization, one on the right leg, one on the left leg, creating deep foundations, deep organizations, we're never going to lose that rank because even if somebody cancels, we're always going to have that backup in place that's going to keep that emerald strong. First and foremost, you never want to lose that. You never want to lose diamond either because what that means is you're creating 2 strong leaders, which is like a huge step in this business. And if you follow, this is a whole other team call, you guys. If you follow the leadership ladder, write that down if you don't know what it means. Leadership ladder. And you look at the benchmarks for the leadership ladder. And you look at the team leader benchmarks of the leadership ladder. It's showing that you've created 2 strong coaches in your organization. And you want that. And if you follow those benchmarks and you strive for that, you're never going to lose your diamond rank. Ever. Not because of coaches anyway. So keep that in mind. When you get into star diamond ranks, it gets harder because it's not so much, it's harder for coaches to keep those higher ranks than it is for coaches to keep those smaller ranks. So it's easier to stay diamond because it's easier to help coaches stay emerald. It's harder to help coaches stay diamond. Okay? That's why your rank might fluctuate when you get in the star diamonds. But we don't want that either. And I think if we really focus on the pieces of this call where we really just like, this might take a little bit longer, but to me, I'll sit around for 10 more years because I've already made quadruple what I would have made in, 4 years working in a corporate job. Right? No brainer. It's like going to school. We're all willing to go to college for 4 years and not get paid for it to get out and make however much you're going to make at your salary job. Go to Beachbody College. Go to Beachbody College for 4 years. Commit to this business for 4 years. But guess what? You're going to get paid through it. It might not be a huge, ridiculous amount because you're growing and learning through this process. But hey, it could be a huge, ridiculous amount. And I guarantee you this, you're not going to leave Beachbody College and be in debt. You're not going to leave Beachbody College and not have a job. You're not going to leave Beachbody College and feel like you don't know what to do with your life. You're going to leave Beachbody College and you're going to have a ridiculous, successful business because you came on this journey for 4 years. You learned the ins and outs. You figured out a way to create success with this. And that's what it's all about. Success in your life, success in other people's lives. Yes, definitely an amazing way. Okay, anything to add before we go? Any last questions?
I'll add something just because I liked what you said about, I remember Amy saying in our training that everybody has to go to work. Like everyone has to work in life. So it's really about choosing the kind of work that you want to do and busting your butt right now in something like this and it paying off in 2 years rather than 15 or 20. And the second thing is I struggled for a really long time, this business separating people and like separating like the business from like helping people, but it's really all the same thing. Like your income will grow if you're helping people. So don't feel like they're like 2 separate things. Don't make the business side of this something that's like icky because it's really not. If you're focusing, your income will grow. There's really no other possible way for you to be successful. Like I always thought like there was like that ickiness to it for a long time, and it held me back a lot from helping people. So focus on the people and your income will in turn grow.
Great point. Anybody have anything else to add? Okay, well, happy Sunday. Thanks so much for coming on. Awesome to see you guys. I hope this was helpful. I will post the recording tomorrow. And then, yeah, don't forget about Ashton Wolstead's call tomorrow at 11 too. Another great opportunity for awesome notes and just ways to grow your business. I know that we're all here for each other. There's no competition here. Every single person, there's room at the top. And I love to say that, especially to new coaches. There's no reason from stopping you and you and you and you and you and you and you from all surpassing me or getting up there with me or growing far beyond or becoming a top 10 coach. It doesn't matter where you are. This business is based on what you want to put into it, what you want to do with it. And that's it. So go out there and kick some booty and know that you have a whole tribe behind you rooting you on along the way. So congrats to you for being here. And thanks, guys. I will talk to you this week. Bye.